Amazing how much effects, lighting, sound, all that can bring to a piece and change it.
It made me think of, was it Mr. Rogers where they went into the picture or something? No.
Mr. Rogers had that train
The
walk
puppet
that
man.
went.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess it's
No, he
kind of.
had a picture too.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I don't know. But
There would be
either
like a
the
picture of the
train-
workplace.
Or was it
Wait,
Thomas?
Yeah.
Something like
yeah.
that. But the idea of like going into another world, like I guess in the train of Mr. Rogers with a paintbrush taking you there, it just made me think of that.
Mm-hmm.
It made me think of how interesting it can be, like, for instance, when you were behind her with the pictures and you crumbled them, how interesting it can be to play with what we can see versus what the actor can see. Like, she couldn't see you behind her, but we could see you.
I also think it'd be interesting because when I saw that, it was like, well, what if the actors are the ones who are making the sounds and the props move and things like that, instead of, having things computerized or digitized.
Made me think of how simple imagery could be, how simple just turning off the lights and crumpling the pictures could really add to it. Especially today when there's all these fancy graphics and stuff like that. Just the simple little things make the simplest statements sometimes.
I'm obsessed with the Doom clock.
Me too.
I don't know, but like it's interesting because we've read those already, and whoever combined them, it was wonderful because it was like the catastrophe was her losing her creativity and like almost having like a brain fart or a writer's block or like something like that. It's like I don't know how to fix this, and I absolutely loved how that was combined and like the way to solve it, your paintbrush, like keep trying, and like even you whispering and then the way you reacted, oh, that's what it is, and that was the actual secret of it's your paintbrush that can solve it. I love that.
I love that you took something, you made what we wrote like so much deeper. 'Cause we didn't even think about that, but like it's there.
Yeah.
And you just made me feel smarter by you.
Well, it's amazing to see, like, when we wrote this, I might just because I like drama, but I always pictured it dramatic. Something very kind of, the world is crumbling, what she went into, her world is now being destroyed, and you turned it into a comedy, and it worked. It's just funny to see the different points of view.
It makes me think of the never-ending story and the world crumbling.
See, that's what I was kind of thinking.
I like seeing where the inspiration came from.
What?
Like how your inspiration came from grandma. And like how art comes from an inspiration, not always from in you, but from the outsiders too.
I liked how you talked about your 101 pictures, and then that one that just wouldn't go right, that's the only one you could focus on, except the 100 of perfect pictures that you loved. You just couldn't stop focusing on that one didn't get right. I loved your reaction to it.
I really liked how I could pick out which stories. Like I like the picture. Like remember the Dooms one, the New York one. Remember the one where they go into the doors. I'm able to I love how I'm able to pick out different stories and how they all combine to make one really good one.
And I think that's important for the actual show. If we're going to combine things like this, we have to make sure that it's clear that that each individual child knows that their story was used.
They do.
So
They'll stand up and scream, I wrote that!
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
It also makes me think about the power of sound again, like the doomsday clock and the crumpling paper and how effective sound can be.
Onomatopoeia.
how do you spell onomatopoeia?
Oh no,
Sorry,
Matt.
Ashley Arnold.
I thought it was interesting too, even like the red roses. They weren't red, it just said red. And I love that. Like it was like red, but they are in black and white. So like that, I just thought that was interesting.
I thought
cool.
the
Beautiful
faltering
rose
noise
area.
is the best.
I love the character given to it just by using such simple effects too. Like just once again, how just such simple things can add so much more to it. Because I feel like if you had used some like really great graphics or whatever, then it would have actually taken away from it. That it wouldn't have been as good. Because I think it made it much more enjoyable by making it that much simpler. Because it's a creative journey, but you're simplifying it so much. It's sort of a paradox there. I really like it.
It kind of reminds me of like the red roses, because we call them red, they are red. It kind of just makes me think of like what we perceive, how we perceive things is because of how we're taught. Like, you could teach a child from rearing up that to call something orange red, and that will forever be red to them.
It's very Lewis Carroll.
You with your literary.
Nice. Alright.